What up, YouTube? This is JR Juggernaut 1 bringing to you a regional recap video. Basically, I got back from my regionals a few hours ago. Had a lot of fun. It was a great regional. Even though I didn't do as well as I might have wanted to do, I had just as much fun as I would have liked to have because I didn't play like crap. So I guess that has something to do with it. But yeah, I finished 58th place out of 155 people. I'm totally fine with that. I thought that was a very good finish considering just because with all the people there and with all the decks being run, I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was actually surprised I did not play any Infernity or X-Saber players. Yeah, I was really surprised by that because I was like, my whole good parts of my side deck were like in anticipation of it. Like, I had two Gotham Z calls side in for X Sabers, Consecrated Light as well as maybe as well as Crevice from the Different Dimensions sided in for Infernities. Though I did find good use for those cards anyway, but I mean not Gotham Z call. I mean Consecrated Light and Crevice. I found good use for, but yeah, it still worked out. It was definitely a great regional. So yeah, I finished 4-4, same as the last regional I went to. It's fine. Yeah, I uh, I might have actually made the top 32 possibly. I can't say for sure, but my last opponent, it came down to in round 8. I was 4-3. My opponent was also 4-3. I He was playing Black Wings. He beat me in the end, but when I went to go see what place he finished in, I found out he finished in 31st with a 5-3 record. Yeah, I was like thinking to myself, I probably would have been close, at least close to top 32 had I made it. I could be wrong, but I thought that was pretty interesting that because he beat me, he managed to get to the top 32. So in a way, it kind of helped him there. But yeah, regardless, as for stuff that I actually got from the regional, I got a number of things actually. Biggest thing I got was actually from my friend Joe on the way back. He was looking to trade a Shining Darkness mat, and I was like, sure, it's a nice mat, I'll trade for it. I traded off an Infernity Mirage, which I pulled in my packs, as well as a Shield Wing for it. It was totally fine. Uh, but not only did I pull an Infernity Mirage, I also pulled Infernity Launcher. So yeah, I pretty much made all my money back. Uh, Plus, I sold a Ultimate Drill Warrior for $15. I know some people are going to say you can get more for that, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think you can get much more for an Ultimate Drill Warrior now because Quick Draw Dandy Warrior isn't as good. Now that you have like X Sabers and Infernities are like pretty much dominating. So I like disagree, with the exception of you guys might know Greg Cohen. He also was at this regional, and he was playing insanely good. Like he went X1, and he was running a Herald of Perfection deck. The only reason he didn't win one of his matches is because he apparently was facing Infernities, and he was afraid his opponent had 2 back row. He was afraid his opponent had Starlight Road when they were actually both 2 barrier. So he should have gone Heavy Storm, but instead, he went Heavy Storm. He didn't go Heavy Storm, and as a result, it ended up costing him the game. Yeah, what can you do? But yeah, no, he still did really well though. From what I saw, he still I think finished in 2nd place, so he made the top 8. I don't know how well he did after that, but uh, he's I think he's definitely proud of himself, in spite of the that misplay that he had. Um, I think I also got a Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Archfiends, unfortunately, I was not able to get rid of. I'm so pissed off, but nobody was valuing them the way I wanted to, as highly as I wanted them to be valued. Like, I guess, and I'm not talking about, I was like, no one would even value them past 20. Nobody. It was ridiculous. I was, like, pissed off because, like, people were like, oh, dude, they're going to be reprinted. They're not going to be worth anything. It's like, news flash. They are still worth something. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I can still get a good deal from them. You like don't believe me? Fine, but I'm just letting you know. So I'm either going to sell them on eBay or trade them off on Pojo. And for the record, I'm actually going to be start using my Pojo account to make trades. So I'll leave a link for that in another video. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. So yeah, the mat cards, like it was good. I definitely satisfied with what I got. Yeah, I made other videos though while I was at the regional, including a video with Jarrell Winston. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. It was really cool meeting him. He's really fun to be around. It was definitely a pleasure meeting him. Didn't think he was going to be there, but you know, it was awesome that he was there. He actually, there's a hilarious one of the videos. It's the video that he's in is just so funny. But I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. You're going to have to watch it for yourselves. And my matches, like first, it was pretty much like this. I lost my first two matches against Machina Gadgets. Both the players, though they were running it, I'll give them credit. At least they both did do well. One of them made top 32. The other went 5-3, but I'm not sure if he actually finished top 32. So, at least I was dealing with some good players, so it wasn't a fluke that I lost to them in a way. Then I beat a weird gadget deck that ran Monarchs. It was interesting. Round 4, round 3 I won. Round 4 I beat a Machina Gadget deck. Just this time I got their cards I needed and I was able to outplay the guy. Excuse me, outplay the guy. Round 5, I beat a Glad Beast deck, went into final turns, but I was able to, I drew the cards I needed to win, and I played the right way. I could have played it a little better, but it's in the very end, but I still came up with the win, so it was fine. Round 6, I had to go up against Stardust Assault Mode. I was so annoyed because I was actually talking to the guy, interviewing him. You'll see the video. I was interviewing him right before, and I'll get to this in the video, but oh god, it was so hilarious and so annoying, and I lost to him. So I was 3-3 going into round 7. I played a weird fairy control deck, but I was able to just beat the guy down quickly enough before he could use his best cards. And I had some pretty lucky top decks at the same time, so that was nice. But I beat him 2-0. It was the only 2-0 win I had. And then I finally went up against Blackwings. I was afraid it was going to be Infernities, but I was wrong. And while I was getting decent draws, I was kind of misplaying. But it was more so he was just getting good draws. Like first game he didn't have Black Whirlwind, but it didn't matter. And the second game he got Black Whirlwind, and even though I MST'd it after like 1 or 2 turns, he still beat me down. But yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. And another thing I want to talk about here, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card making challenge is unfortunately being a complete utter failure, and it pisses me off. I know people are lazy and all, but I would really like to see people come, like, try and support this thing and get involved. I mean, maybe I'm asking too much, but it's like I feel like are you guys that lazy that like, you can't just make a card, like spend a little time? I mean, maybe, you guys have other work to do, but I'm just saying I don't think it would take much effort. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't hate me if I'm like, I'm not attacking anybody. I just thought this would be a great idea, and I feel like nobody is taking any interest in it. So, regardless, I'm hoping to get people involved, but whatever happens, happens. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna post a bunch of videos in the coming 2 days. Yeah, at least the deck profile video for the deck I used today, as well as the other videos that I made as well as videos that I made at the regional. So stay tuned for that. And this is JR Juggernaut 1 signing off.